Hello, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. I am Clementine, and as always, I am Super Saiyan. But never mind that. Have you spent lots of time and money building or acquiring expensive and rare monitors? Maybe you got some headphones that cost an arm and a leg, and you still ain't getting the mix that you want, and the bleed-through during recording is preventing you from dialing the tone in perfectly. Or maybe that super loud amp is just making you go deaf. And what if you only got about $60 to take care of the problem? Well, boy, do I got a video for you. If this sounds like something you might want to know about, stay tuned.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
So, a couple weeks ago, during the time that I'm doing the review for the Creality laser, I've checked my email. The company KZ has hit me up, and they sent me a link to this product. Okay, chi-fi, completely professional looking in-ear monitors, but at this price, how good could they be? So I'm thinking I'm gonna have to try these out. There'll be a link to these in the description, but if you stick around for a while, I can get you a hefty discount on top of this. I normally wouldn't go for something like this, but here lately I've been seeing Morgan Wallen using in-ear monitors on his garage sessions. I've seen Billy Strings start using them. Even Tyler Childers is using in-ear monitors. So I start looking into them. I see that the graph is pretty much the same as NS10's, except it has an extended bass version that is gonna take away the only problem that NS10s have, which is no bass. Then I saw this, and that's when I knew I had to check these out. These things have 16 drivers inside of them. They got a crossover in them, bass drivers, mid drivers, high pitch drivers. It's like some $1 million Macintosh stereo system packed into a set of freaking earbuds. And furthermore from that, these are not regular diaphragm drivers. These are actually balanced armatures, like what comes in a hearing aid. And then I knew that was perfect for this channel, because y'all are nerds like me, and this is cooler than heck. The way that those work is there's a little diaphragm in there, and there's magnets on each side of it, and it stays magnetically balanced in the middle until you apply positive and negative alternating current to it, and it wiggles back and forth. It's completely different than normal headphones. I'm old school, I'm real behind the times. I had no idea that something like this even existed, and apparently compared to these single driver headphones suck. And I mean, like, Rhett Scholl did a video about balanced in-ear monitors 5 years ago. But I mean, at this price point, there was no way I thought you could get something like this. This is when it also occurred to me that, hey, these are basically earplugs. I'm gonna get complete isolation. So for the first time, instead of using those DT990s, which don't get me wrong, they sound great, but when I'm sitting beside this loud ass amp, I'm hearing what's coming through the headphone and the amp. So not only am I being deafened, you can see my face here, man, it's hurting me, but I'm being tricked on tone. I can't dial the tone in correctly to get a good recording because I hear the amp and the headphones at the same time. I don't give a damn how good the amp sounds in the room. What I want to know is what's coming through these mics and going into the DAW. And this allows me to do that while I'm sitting at the amp and I'm able to dial it in. And another point to that is when you're sitting there beside a loud ass 412 cranked about halfway up, it makes you nervous. I don't care how long you've been playing, it affects your playing. It's not like playing through a headphone amp where you just da-na-na-na and it's no problem. So this might help you get a bunch of them one takes done, especially with bass and like some kind of jangly treble, which would normally give your body that jerk feedback. So I shoot an email back to the marketing lady Faye and I say, send me a set of them extended bass version. So let's do an unboxing. First off, I gotta say the packaging, pretty slick looking. Nice little black box. As soon as I ripped this plastic off, it totally smelled like something electronical though. That's the sound of quality. But it's all packaged in here real neat. And included with it are two smaller packages. One has the different size ear cushions. I have two different size ear holes, and the ones that came already installed were just fine for me. But once I get one of these out of here to look at up close, man, it's prettier in real life than it was in any of the advertisement. That gunmetal body is shiny and cool looking. It's like a black chrome. They are metal, they're cold, but they're not very heavy. And you can see all those neat little drivers in there. And one thing to note is that since there are reeds inside of these balanced armatures, instead of an actual heavy diaphragm, it takes a lot less power to move that, and that makes a quicker response and much more volume at a certain given voltage. They're also only 22 ohm, so they'll work with any kind of cell phone or laptop, computer. You don't need any special headphone amp. And speaking of this, let me hook them to my cell phone. Here's an actual live first impression. It's like worth living to the blast myself. Holy shit! Okay, holy shit. Shking! Shking! Boom, 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 boom. So obviously I couldn't be more pleased, so now let's crank my amps up louder than they ever have been before. See if I can't make up a little multi-track song on the spot and get the greatest tone of my entire YouTube career. Go, son. That was a take. A one take. One take. Check it out, bros. They were all one takes. Just like I said before, when that amp is blocked out of your ears, it doesn't make you so nervous. It's just like playing a VST on a computer with headphones or something, or like a headphone amp, except you can feel it in your feet. which actually helps you keep rhythm. And the way I was talking about how you can dial in the tone before you record, there is no mixing on this. No effects, no leveling. It sounds like it has a good stereo image, and that's just from using two mics and having one in the left channel and one in the right channel. And for the lead, I swapped them. So bros, you need you some of these. But check this out. I made a deal for you guys. First off, I don't get paid nothing for this. I'm not trying to get paid, but you get 30% off all 4 of these different products. I'll have a code and a link in the bottom in the description. And that just about does it for this video. If you found this entertaining or educational in any way, maybe subscribe. I don't make anything if you buy the headphones or not. That ain't why I do this. I am Clementine. You've been watching Heavy Metal ATC. Till next time.